Hi, so I just thought I'd quickly just show you how easy it is to set up just a very basic website that Google have quite kindly allowed us to use their facilities. So obviously there's lots of different ways of doing websites and web builders out there that you can still do yourself that's quite simple. WordPress might look quite complicated, but actually it isn't if you keep it very, very basic. There are a number of others out there that you can also use. But this is all free. And if you haven't got any website, it's probably better than nothing. At least it'll give you some sort of online presence and allowing your customers to see some pictures and find contact details for you without having social media, as in Instagram or Facebook. Although most people do have it, some people choose not to use it for this type of thing. Also, Google are very, very clever. And the fact that they want to give you this free, yes, there's usually something in it for them. And what they then use is use your details, use your data from your business to then obviously promote other things and link to you. But also, it just allows you to get a little bit higher up the rankings when people search in your area, because Google say, here's some information that we know and we might think that that person is interested in it. Dead simple. The link that I sent out, that is this screen. So this screen comes in, the screen before, sorry, shows you to log in. So I've obviously logged in as my Google account. It then brings this question and asks you to find a business. So if I just I'm going to put, instead of HG Beauty Academy, because obviously I've already got one, you'll see one here. This was my very, very old one. Funky Fingertips was my salon. It's actually linked to a website address, an email address that I don't have anymore, but they allowed me somehow, not quite sure, to put the HG Beauty Academy in front of it and then put that in brackets, so therefore people can still notice it's the same one. But what it's asking you for is has somebody claimed the name, the business name that you're wanting a website for. So HG Beauty Salon, it's bringing up something that is related to it. Is any of those mine? No, so we're okay, we can have it. So we're then going to put that in and press return. This is the name that we want, so we're going to say yes. Just check the spelling, everything's spelled correctly. Do we want to add the location so customers can visit us? Yes, please. I want people to come to me. Obviously, if you don't want people, say if you work from home, etc., and you don't want your home address appearing on the maps, then obviously press no. Then it'll say, what is the address? So let's see if it recognises where we are. Centre, Adeline, B14, Dover Drive, and then town, Ellesmere Port, and postcode somewhere down the bottom here, CH650BF. So then next. So then it's saying, do I serve people outside of this address? So obviously if you work mobile or something else, so I'm going to put no for a minute, although I do travel to other people's salons to teach, not for treatments. I choose a category that fits the business best. So in this case, very simple. Salon, so you can see as soon as you put it in, lots of things, beauty school. If I was to put nail salon, it'd probably bring nail salon up. So obviously choose the best one that suits you. Next, obviously add a telephone number. So 434 994 783. Current website. Well, I'm not going to say I have one. It says I do not need one, or I'm going to click and say get a free website, including the information. So press next. Finish and manage your list. Yes, please, let's finish. And what it should do is then ask, there we go. So it's wanting to send me a text message or a call to verify that this is me, that I put the correct details in and I'm not putting someone else's. So it will, there we go, there's our little message. So that's come through. Enter the code. So let's enter the code here. The message says on my phone that it's only going to last for 30, expires in 30 minutes. So obviously you're going to have to do it sort of quickly, or I'll be on your computer while you do it. This is the email address that obviously I've got set up for my Google account. Obviously, if you wanted one that related a bit more to your website, you can. It's just an available one that I have, and then it's saying get started. So it's very simple from here. It's going to ask you to, could give you a little guide, but it's going to ask you to then check all your details. I don't want some credit for a minute, thank you. And then it's going to ask you to put pictures or messages, etc. Obviously into your thing, and it's prompted here your plan. So it's actually told me that it wants to add a cover photograph, upload business information and pictures, and then download an app if obviously I wanted to have it as a file. So if I wanted to go here, let's do a cover picture. Post photos, so we've got it, we now understand what it is, and what it'll then say, choose a logo, choose a cover, or obviously add videos. So it's going to then link to my computer or drag a picture in into here. So I haven't a clue where they are for a second, so bear with me and I'll try to add a few bits in to show you how it works. Okay, so I'm going to click on here and see if I can find one for you. So let's just go to my desktop. Let's all look at all my rubbish on here. Website photos. So cover photo, I think I chose, so I'm going to choose this one. It's obviously going to load. I've chose just a couple of pictures from the Facebook page, there it is, so that's obviously related. So there's my cover picture, and then we can choose a logo. Put this one here, and I'll choose it's not quite the logo for the salon, but it's the Academy logo with just a background on for a minute. So it's asking me to obviously crop it. So because it's come from Facebook, it's already in a square, so it should actually fit. But let's just move the arrows out just to get it into there. It's asking me to add a caption, so I could if I wanted to. It's sort of naming the what the picture means. So we could put beauty, nail, massage, lash and brow treatments in Cheshire or Chess, and press return. If you put photographs on, I didn't do it with the cover picture, it didn't really give me that option, but you're better off putting a descriptive name to that photograph, and then Google also search via pictures as well. So I could put an exterior picture, but the building obviously isn't amazing. It's saying, do I want to put some videos in or pictures of the interior? Well, for a minute, I think we're okay. You know, you could obviously keep going and keep going. So I think if I press here, down the bottom, it would then show me welcome to your site, get started. And then it's asking me to edit the details that I've put on. So pick a theme for your site. So it's going to ask me for what sort of colours and things. So I've got different colours generally. So maybe we'll go with, I hope retro, but then maybe ask it. It should allow me to then change the colour somewhere along the line. Maybe not. I think it does. You can see up here, can you see where it says hubeautysalon.business.site? That's the actual website. It might then say that I can edit it as well. So what does this more say? Oh, no, we don't. We want to save the changes, so let's do that. Oh, okay, well, let's just leave it blue for a minute, but I'm sure there's a way of changing the colours. So what's it saying? Tell your story. Okay, well, what are we going to tell the story? There must be somewhere that I need to write it. So sorry, that's what I was about to say as well, wasn't I? This up here is your website. Now, if you click, you can then change whatever you want. So if for whatever reason you put the title of your business, but you want the actual what they call a URL, so the actual website address is something different, then you could do so. You could space it out, put sort of something in between, etc. But this end bit is obviously the fact that it's a free site, so you would need to copy that and obviously keep that somewhere safe. So if you look here, this has obviously got our name. It's got the salon, it's got what we are, it said what we are, I can add hours, it's got the telephone address, and then it'll ask me to put my first post. I can then add my services. So if I just very quickly put in here, if you can quite clearly say here, it says, so what should we just put in for a minute? Manicure for a minute. And we put 15, I don't know if it's decimal, so pounds, and then a description. So including hand and arm massage and polish. Yeah, for a minute. So we put that there. What's it saying? Add. Oh, I've got to put something at the top. That's why I say section name. So we could put nails. Yeah, so this is all to do with nails. I'm going to start with manicure and then I can add the other things. And it'll put it in. It's then asking me for the next thing. So we can put gel, manicure. Oops, can't spell. Price 23. Including gel, colour of your choice. Obviously I'm doing this really quickly so you think about what you want, and then obviously it's obviously asking you to add more. I can then add another section, and you can see here that it's obviously adding the services to the generic information, but it should, if I go back to my picture of my website, it should oh, it's asking me to pick a theme again. Well, we've already done that, haven't we? Tell a story. We need to tell a story. There must be somewhere else on here for a second that says write my information, and then there you go. So it's sort of started. You can get people to rate you, so you can put your Google ratings in there, and then you can obviously add more and more pictures, etc. There's where we are. The little thing's actually a little bit further over, but we'll let it off. The information, and I can add my hours. I can edit the wording, so I can edit what I want in here. Certain buttons, so call now, but I could say email. It was my primary button, etc. And then obviously I can change the weight of it all in there. I'm almost certain there is another thing that didn't change the actual colour. Maybe let's do it purpley pinky, see what that does. Oh, that's maybe a little bit more friendly.